Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya Tillett and I'm back with another video. This is the review of Tyler Perry Sistas Season 5, Episode 6. The title of the episode is Keep It 100. So we start the episode off with Madam shows up to Fatima's house. And her and Andy, they're getting acquainted. And everybody's pouring up wine and she's letting Andy know that she owned Club Eating. So Andy was like, girl, me and my girls was just at Club Eating not too long ago. And so now come to find out that Fago, the guy that met back up with Danny after he been trying to get with her ever since college, and she still didn't give him no play. But then she finally gave him some play, and didn't want to play no more. Yeah. So he is a dancer at Madam's club because that's where they was. They was at Club Eating the night when he pulled Sabrina up on stage. So that was cool to find out how everybody was connected. Anyways, Madam sits the girls down and she asks Fatima what's up, what she called her for because the last time she called, she had to tie Hayden ass up on top of the car and beat the out of him. So Andy was like, wait a minute, that was you? And Madam was like, huh. Fatima said, yeah, she was responsible for all of that. So Andy, she like, wait a minute, what's going on? And I'm just like, Andy, it's a little bit too late to ask that question. You should have been asking that whenever y'all was in your office and Fatima was telling you that she had a cousin that could slide through for you right quick. Yeah, you already know how Fatima moves. So come on now. And so Madam was like, wait a minute, is you judging me? And Andy was like, no, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. And so she asked Andy, what does she do for a living? Andy was like, well, I'm a lawyer. She was like, okay. What kind of lawyer? She said, a divorce lawyer. Madam said, what? Girl, I can't do nothing with you. And it was like, well, I know criminal lawyers. And she was like, okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. So Andy told Madam that she had a situation that she needed help with. And she told her about Sabrina, even though Madam had already knew that. She was like, talking about Sabrina Hawkins. And she was like, how do you know? And she said, girl, I'm not about to step in the room without knowing the facts of what I'm dealing with. Clearly. So she told her what was going on, and Madam told her to give her a moment. She finna make a phone call. So she stepped over to the side, and here go Andy. She was like, what's happening? Girl, she's helping you. That's what's happening. Calm down. So Fatima was like, she's handling it. And Andy was like, handling it? Fatima, we need to talk about your family. Like, Andy, you flew your ass over there without even knowing the details. You was just that naive. Like, yeah, I'm glad that you are a divorce attorney and not a criminal attorney because you would not be a good criminal attorney. I'm sorry, Andy. But anyways, Fatima, she told I mean not Fatima. Madam, she came back over there and she told Andy that she was gonna be able to see Sabrina tomorrow. So she passed her phone number. She was like, give this lady a call and then you'll be able to see her first thing in the morning. So Andy was like, wait a minute. How you make this happen? It took me what felt like forever to try to get some kind of information and still couldn't get any information, and then you just come over here and with a snap of a finger I can go see her first thing in the morning. So Andy was like, may I ask who your sources is? And she said, well, there was a judge. She likes to come to my club and screw one of my dancers. And I got her on video and everything. So she know not to play with me. When I call, she jumps. Okay? So, Andy, she looking all psyched and everything. So, Madam got the nerve to say, you didn't tell her, Fatima? And I'm just like, excuse me, ma'am. No disrespect. But excuse the horn outside. But no disrespect, madam. But didn't you just come in there and classify the fact that she didn't know you? That Fatima didn't tell her, because you did say, yeah, you told her I was your cousin, but what you didn't tell her was who I really am and what we used to do. Yeah. So I'm like, you knew that already. But anyways, y'all, I don't know, girl. I be trying to make this shit make some sense, but sometimes it just don't be making no sense sometimes. But anyway, so now Madam asking Fatima, she like, oh, so you didn't tell her who I was? You didn't tell her? And so she telling Andy, she was like, listen, I'm a gangster. And I handle shit. I get shit handled. So I'm like, y'all, Andy don't know what to do right now. And then you saw that. So next thing you know, Robin calls Andy. So she had to rush out the room to go answer the phone or whatnot. And Madam, meanwhile, they sitting around talking. Her and Fatima, they catching up. And Angela, she's telling Madam about Zach, Fatima's new boo. So Madam was like, yeah, what about him? Tell me more. I need to meet him and everything. So Fatima started telling Madam that he went by Karen's house tonight and her mom scheduled a meeting over there and also invited her. So now Madam was like, okay, so why are you here? Why are you not there? And Angela was like, girl, why she gotta be there? Like, Karen pregnant. Look, Angela was like, hold on, wait a minute. We ain't mean for it to go that far. Now she trying to pull up. So Madam was like, yeah, girl, you need to go over there. And so they talking Fatima, Madam is talking Fatima into going. And as she was doing that, Zach calls. So, no. Before Zach called, Robin done called Andy. So she outside on the phone with him, right? And Robin, he telling Andy, basically that he want to talk to her and stuff. And so she giving him the cold shoulder that was well deserved. And she kept it at a professional level. She was like, excuse me, sir, is something wrong at work? Is the client unhappy? Excuse me, sir, if it's not about work, then you shouldn't be calling my phone. Yes. So he was like, well, Andy, you know what? I deserved it. I just want you to know that I'll be at the steam plant. And she was like, well, that's not about work, so good night. I'm like, yes. That's the way you do that. Gone, Robin, because you shouldn't have been out there believing the grapevine when the grapevine told you a lie, even though it really wasn't a lie. But I'm glad Paris didn't put her on blast, because I forgot to mention that part. That was the whole reason for this part. So Paris didn't put her on blast because he was around the office cleaning up as the janitor should, and he went inside of Robin's office not knowing that he was in there. So Robin was like, oh no, you can go and come in, Is your name Paris? And he said, yeah. And he said, are you the janitor? He said, yeah. I'm like, Robin, clearly he's the janitor. Don't you see him cleaning up? So he asked Paris, did he have any relations to Andy? Like, did he ever take her out before? And Paris, he didn't kiss and tell at all. He told him straight up no. He said no, even though he had this woman pent up all on his mama couch. Yeah, beating it up. So he ain't let Robin know none of that though. He just said no, he don't know Andy. And he never did take her out. He only know her from work. But I mean she's a beautiful woman. But clearly she's above his league because he's a janitor. So Robin was like, oh, okay. But that's all I wanted to know. And Perry was like, did anybody tell you anything otherwise? Hey. So Robin was like, nah man, I just wanted to know. So that led to Spitz in Paris's head. So, he left a voicemail on Andy's phone to let her know to give him a call because this Robin fella was asking me about you. So give me a call. Let's talk about this. But anyway, back to the scene. Andy hung the phone up on Robin, which she should. And she told the girls that she was gonna catch back up with them later. And she flew out the door. So of course, Angela never believed that she's going to go see that man. She's going to go see Robin. Fatima don't think so, which I believe she is too. Andy flew out that door soon as Robin said he'll be at the Steam plant. Okay? In other words, I'm on my way. That's the way I looked at it. But anyways, in the meanwhile, while they sitting around talking, Zach calls to let Fatima know that Karen over there blaming everything on him, making it seem like he the one wrong for everything that has happened in their relationship. Because she is finally reading the letter to Aaron. And y'all, I'm all out of order with this review, but you feel my drift. So she is reading the letter to Aaron over there, and while she's reading the letter to Aaron, Zach over there feeling hit. Okay? Because she's telling Aaron, talking about I wish that I would have met you first, and I wish I would have met you before all of them, because I would have only knew how a woman should be treated, how I want to be treated by a man, because I've waited for you to change, and you always stay consistent, and unlike Zach, and now you have to endure a woman that has been damaged by all the cheating and all of the pain that Zach did to me. And it just sounds like she's blaming it all on Zach, right? To Zach it sounds that way. But honestly, to me, I understand Karen. Like, I really do. Like, this is her story. And sorry, Zach, but you played a big part in it. Although I wouldn't have been up there constantly bringing up his name, saying unlike Zach and this and that. I would have just, let the truth be told. And if you feel hit, you just feel hit. Like, if the shoe fit, wear it, basically. So, I say that to say I do understand Karen, because I do know a lot of people might look at it like Karen basically don't want to be with Aaron, or can't fall in love with Aaron because she's not over Zach and she's still in love with Zach. And that, I don't feel like that's the thing. I feel like this is the thing. It's not that she's still in love with Zach or still want to be with Zach or can't get over Zach. It's not that. It's the fact that Zach has caused a lot of damage. Zach has caused a lot of damage to this girl. He has caused scars that is deep to the core. Okay? Shout out to Mimi Fox. Okay? He has hurting her to the core. Okay? So in that case, no. She can't just, fall into another relationship and just head on, let's fall in love and let me do this. Let me, take another shot at this and see where it goes. No. Her guards are up now. Completely. And that's basically what she's trying to say. And the reason her guards are up is because of the things that she endured with Zach. That's basically what she's saying. She's not saying, oh, I'm not over Zach. For the ones that hear it that way. But anyways, so she over there crying to Avery about her feelings, pouring them out. And Zach, in the meantime, he really ready to go because he don't want to hear no more. He constantly trying to get up from the table. Miss Lisa got to sit him back down and tell him to chill out. So he on the phone with Fatima now, explaining to her that Karen over there blaming everything on him basically. But he finna wrap this up. He'll give him about another 20 minutes, and if they're not done, he leaving. He'll be back. So Fatima hang up the phone with him. And as soon as Fatima hung up the phone with him, Deja music turned up. So she had to explain to Madam, and she was like, what's that? And she was like, that's the neighbor. She want to play loud music all the time just so Zach can go over there. And so she was like, but don't worry, I got it. Madam was like, clearly you don't. Because if you had it, she wouldn't be trying you right now. So, Madam was like, I think we should go over there. And Angela was like, yes, let's go. And Fatima, she was like, no, we should just leave it alone. And next thing, she was like, on second thought, let's go. So, they got up and bounced. And they got up to Deja door. They knocked at the door. And I'm trying to figure out how she heard that knock so fast with the music turned all the way up. Like, was you standing by the door with your ear to the door? Because as soon as Fatima knocked at the door, then she came outside, smiling and whatnot. And she was like, girl, wipe that smile off your face, because it's just me. It ain't Zach. Huh. Yeah. What you thought? So, Deja was like, dang, I turned my music down. I was just getting ready for work. Don't be so pressed. Dang, it ain't that serious. Y'all always rolling up on me, talking to me, trying to make me turn my music down. Don't come to my door talking cash money shit. I was like, Deja. So, next thing you know, Madam tapped her on the shoulder. Deja looked back. She was like, is that Madam? And Madam was like, the one and only. Deja was like, I'm sorry. She got to apologizing and begging and all this here by then. So Madam was like, she was like, I heard a lot about you. Madam was like, what you heard? She said, what you want to know? What the you heard? That's what I want to know. So she was like, I just heard you don't play. That's all. That's it. I just heard you don't play. And so she was like, yeah, well, you heard right. And I don't play by my money or my blood. And that right there that you get with, that's my blood. So don't with that. I'm like, look, Madam done pulled up on the scene, okay? And so she was like, so let me hear anything about you playing your loud music again or trying to flirt with my cousin man again. And I'm going to send somebody over here to handle your ass. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Is it really this serious? I guess so. So she made Deja apologize to Fatima right there. Like, you gonna apologize to my cousin right now. So she apologized to Fatima right then and there. And she started complimenting all the ladies, telling them that they look good, baby. Deja ain't want no smoke. Okay? Moral of the story, Deja ain't want no more smoke when it came down to knowing that Madam was Fatima's cousin. And I'm like, why did it take all of that though? Like, I feel like Deja would have respected Fatima and her relationship just as much if Zach would have put a stop to it a long time ago and set Deja straight. For one, move her further away from your wife. Why is she right next door? But I already said this on the previous review, so I'm not gonna go back into that. If y'all wanna catch my commentary on that, y'all have to watch the review, the previous review. But I will say that I do feel like Fatima shouldn't have even had to go that far. Like Deja should have respected her relationship. If honestly, I feel like Deja would have respected her relationship if Zach wasn't playing with her, playing back with her. Seriously. Like seriously, get serious with her. Even if you gotta, make a report about harassment. Even if you gotta evict the bitch, she needs to know that I'm not playing these type of games when it comes down to my soon to be marriage. Like I'm not trying to have all that toxicness around us. So I just feel like Zach should have got serious about that and being put Daisha in her place. And this should not have taken Madam to pull up from All Queens Men just to do it. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, back to the review. Now we see. Let me go and get them out the way. Q and Calvin, y'all. Calvin came into the house and found out that Q done got back in. So changing the locks didn't work because, as Q say, clearly he's a thug. So he know how to break a lock and get in the door. Like you're not about to come on now. So I'm just thinking in my head, a thug. You more like a hobosexual. Shout out to Judge Greg Mathis, okay? Shout out to Judge Greg Mathis for that one. Because you are a hobosexual. Okay? More like that, not a thug. But anyways, so Calvin realized he couldn't do nothing about oh boy. So he left angry. And clearly Q still got his legs kicked up. And probably ain't about to go nowhere no time soon. But anyways, now Danny, she is out on a date with the dude from the airport with the drunk baby mama. I forgot his name. But she's out on a date with him. And before he shows up, she started trying to get in touch with Andy about Sabrina or whatnot. And Andy didn't answer the phone. So here comes the dude. He comes up while she's drinking her drink or whatever. And they started talking and getting acquainted or whatnot. So he acting all weird, in my opinion. He's acting very much weird. And asking her, oh, if I let you get to know me, am I gonna get to know you and all these? Like, that's what we here for. What are you saying? Like, at that point, I don't even want to do this no more. Like, you done already came off to me as weird. So, instead, Danny, I guess she liked it because she was studying entertaining the man. And then he had lied about his age and everything, talking about he was 31, 32, one of them. And then turned around and said, no, I'm 38. So by this time, Danny like, let me see some ID. Because I don't even believe nothing that come out your mouth at this point. So he gonna have nerve to say, get it out my pocket. Like, what kind of woman do you think she is? So clearly she showed me wrong because she started letting the man order her more shots and everything, even after he had told her, whenever I order shots for women, usually I'm getting some ass at the end of the night. And so she continued letting them order shots. Telling myself, I might need 4 more shots. Like, Danny, I know you ain't, like I said in the previous review, I know you're not about to get that man no ass. Like, clearly, I'd have rather for you to just give him the first class. Please, don't get that man no ass. So, now, back at, Where we at? Wait. No. Now, Andy is checking her voicemails. And she's realizing that Danny done called Andy. And so she realized Paris called too. So she listens to Paris' voicemail and he's informing her that Robin was trying to get in touch with her or whatever. I mean, not trying to get in touch with her, but Robin was talking about her, asking him questions about her or whatever. So she heard him and called him back and was like, "What's this about?" And he was like, "I don't know, but I figured that you might want to know about these." I told him that we didn't have any dealings together. I wasn't about to tell that dude nothing, but I did feel like you should know. So Paris kept it 100. I'm like, okay, that might be the reason why the episode called "Keep It 100." Okay, I mean that or either what Karen over there doing, but honestly, she ain't even all the way keeping it 100. But I mean, she is about her feelings or whatnot. But at the same time, I just feel like, anyways, let's not even go back over there. Not right now, anyway, because I still got to go back over there before I finish out this review. But anyways, now we see why after Andy hangs up the phone with Paris, now she calls Danny back to let Danny know that she handled it. They'll be able to go see Sabrina tomorrow. So at first she was telling Danny that she couldn't go over there and see Sabrina. I'm like, girl, please. So and Danny told her the same thing. She's seeing Sabrina. Okay. And so Danny started hearing a male in the background and a bunch of rumbling. And then the way Danny answered that phone, she had already knew Danny was up to something. Whole time Danny done brought the man home from the bar. I'm like, Danny, here we go with this once again. You done brought somebody else home from the club after a drunken night of what was just supposed to stay at the club. And what you calling a hot girl summer, to me, it's not giving hot girl summer, Danny. Like, look at the type of man that you chose. Not saying like that, but he was with his drunk baby mama at the airport. Then he on your sofa talking about some, I'm single, you're single. I'm sorry, fella, but clearly it did not look like you were single at that airport. And I don't know why she didn't say that. But I guess because she just trying to have her hot girl summer anyway. She don't really give a damn. So, that's what she explained to him. And she was like, it's cool when guys do it, but when I do it, it's a problem. When women do it, it's a problem. And so, she started, well, first they started acting all like they was in high school, talking about, you show me yours first, I'll show you mine. So, next thing you know, they started kissing or whatever, and she started like easing her hand down towards his sack or whatever, and she tickled on it a little bit. Next thing you know, he got the shaking and trembling and talking about some, oh, why'd you stop? I was so close. I was close. Then he said, close to what? Baby, close to what? Okay? Because I know you weren't talking about close to an orgasm. And all I did was tickle it a little bit. I barely even touched it. Bruh, let's get real. But you doing all that at the bar. You doing all that. Talking about getting some of my ass. Yeah, as if you got stamina. You need to go home to your drunk baby mama. Okay, that's what you need to do. So instead of telling him that, she started back rolling around on the floor with him. Cause he's talking about some, well, just let me show you what I can do. I guess talking about using his tongue or whatever. So he was like, let me show you what I can do. Man, go home. That's what you can do. But anyways, y'all. So now back at Karen's crib, she's heavily crying and her mom explaining to her, look, calm down. We're gonna get through this. Cause it's time for her to read the letter to Zach now. So whenever they all sit down, Zach was like, it's my turn now. He is so not here for it. So she started to read the letter. Next thing you know, knock. Miss Lisa went to answer the door. And y'all, it's Fatima the Stallion. She talking about, I'm looking for Zach. Is he here? And y'all, Miss Lisa done invited her on in, child. So next episode, her and Zach gonna be sitting there while Karen read this letter to Zach. And I'm just like, why didn't you stay home, Fatima? Why? Why must you continue to insert yourself in his situation with Karen? I just don't understand that. Like, it's really a turnoff. It really shows the insecurities within you. Honestly, yeah, I do agree that he shouldn't even still have a situation with Karen. But at the same time, the reality is, this might be his baby. Reality is, this is his ex from 3 years ago. And they still have closure that needs to be taken care of. And if this is the way that she needs to get her closure, then I just feel like you need to stand back. That's all. You just need to stand back and stay out of it. Because it's not a good look for you, Fatima. And it's, as well as it's not a good look for Zach to even keep on going over there entertaining Karen. But at the same time, that is his situation that he has to clear up. Not you. It's like you're always the superhero when he ain't even got to be all that. That's just how I see it. But anyways, y'all can let me know y'all opinion of this episode. To me, the episode was kind of boring. But hopefully it'll be hyped up on this Wednesday. We'll see. So just stay tuned. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Taylor. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.